Okay, so let's talk a bit about me. Someone says, when did you know you were an entrepreneur? This title, entrepreneur, is quite recent. Not something I used to call myself. If you wanted to know who I was, I would define myself. I say I'm a pharmacist because that's what I thought was proper. Went to school, studied the course, and then it's got a professional title, pharmacist. That's what I am. But entrepreneurship came. I didn't go looking for it. What I was tired of was I was tired of a problem that appeared solvable. I was so embarrassed when I went there with my husband and we went around from pharmacy to pharmacy trying to get him a routine item that I thought was routine because he always got it from England then. And we couldn't find it. I took him to the creme de la creme of pharmacies and we couldn't find it. And eventually, we found it somewhere in the backwaters of a teaching hospital. And it made sense to me that, oh yeah, we should have checked there, but it never occurred to me prior to that time. And I wondered how many other people are going through this problem, and so many other things added up. Things began to make sense. Someone calls you from another state and says, do you have so and so? And I'm wondering, wow, from your state all the way you're checking here. And e-commerce lent itself to become a vehicle to use the internet and commercial venture remotely, virtual, all sorts of things added up. Emerging as an entrepreneur wasn't something that I went seeking. You would say the stars aligned. When they aligned, I was ready. So sometimes you don't go looking for this venture. It comes to you and the stars align. However, sometimes you have the dream, like I've shared before, of how I've had the dream to be a manufacturer. I'm not yet manufacturing, but one day I will. During COVID, we manufactured, and I say we because it came from an idea from my team members. And they showed me the product at the end of the day. I was like, oh wow, lovely. Change the label, amend this color. That was my own contribution to it. But it was really my team that went about manufacturing. And we did beautiful numbers from that product. It served us well during COVID. And I say maybe I created the enabling environment for them to do that. That's fine. I take the credit. If you give me the credit, but it was really a team member, Prosper, that did that. The point I'm making is that sometimes entrepreneurship comes to you and sometimes you go to it. Whichever, own your space. Entrepreneurship is quite hip now. I used to work with someone who more or less threw his entire brand behind the emergence of entrepreneurship as a mainstream profession for a number of people across Africa. And I would say that's one major contribution that I can recognize from his life. He more or less made it attractive to call yourself an entrepreneur. Because years back, if you said you were an entrepreneur, you seemed like a Shylock. You seemed like a profiteer. You seemed like someone that was in between jobs and didn't have any direction. But now you can call yourself entrepreneurs because now there's a body of knowledge around entrepreneurship. There are things to learn, there are systems to learn, there are processes, and there are support systems in place to enable and empower entrepreneurs. It's been recognized that entrepreneurs are daring, they can take risks, they are able to venture into places that are still green, and they don't mind the hard work of initiating solutions and seeing them through to maturity. If you're an entrepreneur, then click that subscribe button and make sure you follow me, and make sure you go to the other videos in my channel and watch them. Do your world of good. I call them entrepreneurship tonic. We need that tonic every day.